Hey there everyone, how's it all going? So I'm doing another video, 2 this week. I'm going really well. I've just got to get this set up a bit better. I had a flash cure the other day and I still haven't managed to get this off. So I'm going to use this little corner here. So today basically I'm going to dry brush this octopus and take a silicone mold of this little fish in here. It's a cute little one. Really easy. I've done 2 other ones before, were a bit more difficult, but I managed to get them done. So I got this done. This is a resin one. This was done on a 3D printer by a friend. I've now bought the 3D printer off him and I'll try my own once I start to do a bit of research into how to use it. So it's just another thing to learn, but for now I took a mold of this and got this out of it. One thing I didn't realize was how light this would be in the silicone, and it actually floated up. So when I did the mold, it like floated and ended up on the side, and I kept pushing it in. The silicone eventually got firm enough to hold it down, but it was like really sloped. So my mold is a bit weird looking, but I managed to get one out of it. And this is it here. Just a big lump. Not as nice as these glove molds. I will learn to do these, but for now I'm just experimenting. And there's the cavity inside there, which I managed to do, but it was on its side. So I had this little piece here, which I've still got to put in when I put the resin in, and then I've got to sit it on its side to balance it. So I will do another one, but for now, this one seems to be okay, and I managed to get one out of it, but this is a bit heavier. So the next one I can take a mold of this one, which has a bit more weight, and hopefully that'll work. But for now, I'll do this little wee fish in here. It should be heavy enough. I don't think it'll float, but we will see. I can probably put it down with hot glue gun, but I didn't really want to get the glue gun. It can get messy. And the blue tack is what I used for the other one, and that didn't hold it down. So maybe some 2-sided tape might actually do. If I can think of some that's close by, I might use that, but for now I'll just wing it and see what happens with it. But first of all, we'll get to this octopus. So it's pretty cool. I saw a lady on YouTube doing an octopus arm out of a pool noodle. Very cool idea. I'm going to do that as well, but not today. I've just got to get a few more materials together to do that one. But it was such a cool idea, so I'm going to try that. Put my own little swing onto it, because I want to do some resin bits with it, dry brush with my colors, and it should be pretty cool. She put it on her wall and then held a lantern off it, which was such a cool idea. It was for when she gets blackouts. She lived out in the countryside, and she said that they get a lot of blackouts, and going to the toilet with no light was a bit of a bummer. But excuse the joke. But yeah, so that idea was really cool. I forget her name, but just look up octopus tentacle or light tentacle. You'll come across it. She's getting a lot of looks. But anyway, back to the octopus here. Dry brushing it. I really haven't worked out how I'm going to do it. I just thought do the little suction cups, one color which will flash different colors. The head, I'm going to go with the goblin green because it is such a cool color. So I can start with that one now. These are my colors, by the way. If you want to order any, get in touch and we can work something out. I can do a surprise pack of 5 colors, 3 grams each. I can post them over wherever you live. Postage obviously is extra, and or I can do a 10-pack. John Lang, thank you for your order. I've got to post his color. He got a 10-pack special, which was really, really cool. He's got some great colors, and I can't wait to hear his reactions when he gets some of his work done. But he lives in Edinburgh, so I've got to do his posting, and I'm sure he will thoroughly enjoy them. I threw a few extra samples in there as well for him to enjoy, and I can't wait to see some of his work. But for now I'm doing the head in this goblin green. It is a really cool color. It's got a flash of orange and green, and I think there's a tinge of blue in there as well. But yeah, there's, like right now in this head cavity, I've got like a bronzy color, an orange color, a gold color, a bright green, a blue aqua green, a blue color, and there's just so many flashes in here, and it's really cool. This octopus I have done once before, and I used just normal resin, not a deep pour resin, and it flash cured on me, mainly just in the head. And this is him here. So what happened was he flash cured and it all went bubbly, but still the actual face part of it all was all cool. So it turned out okay, but I just wanted to use a deep pour resin to see how that would go. But yeah, definitely loving this goblin green. So if you're interested in this color, or a pack of 5 super chromy colors, please let me know. Like I can probably do a 5-pack for $125, $130 Australian plus postage. And these will be the super chrome colors, 3 grams each. And I'll throw in a few bonus samples for you. But man, this color is just brilliant. Like I never know how long to do these videos, or do I pause it, finish off, and then unpause it and keep recording when it's all done. But I think, yeah, I think that might be just a bit too actually losing the moment of being in the artwork, really. At first doing these YouTube videos I was really nervous. Now I'm sort of getting used to it and I just babble on. I remember things and point them out of any pitfalls I run into. Now that's the head, and I'm not sure whether, yeah, definitely. All these colors, that's goblin green, this color, it is fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. So we'll finish there for now on that color, and I want to try doing the jade shift. That is also another really cool color. That's this one here. There's a blue, a green, a violet, purple. Very cool. And I was going to do this one with the tentacles. I actually want to do all the colors all over it, but I think it'll probably just get quite messy. I haven't, oh no, that's all right. I brush the excess on just some paper towel to get all the color out. Use the same brush. I do not paint with this. I've got a bunch of them, all different sizes, and they're only for dry brushing. And now we dip that in there, and then we just go into all of these tentacles with that colour. Jade Shift. And it is just a really, really cool colour. The pictures don't really do it any justice, but still it's pretty good. I might actually do this whole centre bit here in this one. Super chromy, super shifty. So yeah, just check out my Facebook page, Catch the Light, of some of my work that I got posted up there. Like, subscribe this video. If there's lots of interest, I'll keep doing them. If there's none, well, I might still do them anyway. But these colours are amazing. And then I just brush them on like paint. It's really, really cool. Wear a mask if you need to. I tend not to. I probably should, because these are so super fine. But these can be brushed onto any silicone, even when doing coasters with patterns. I'll see if I can find one. So this is why I don't pause, because I think it's something that I've done and it's somewhere in the art room. I know exactly where the coasters are that I'm thinking about. So I can easily go and grab them, give them a flash on the camera, so you can see other ways of using this colour instead of just on stuff like this. Try to get the colour where you want it to begin with. Afterwards, if you get other powders on top, it doesn't matter. But at the beginning, your first colour needs to be down, and then it won't accept any other colour after that. So that's pretty good. I'll go and see and get this coaster. These are some molds I got. This is the Goblin Green, I'm pretty sure. And the flash in that, there's green, there's orange, even some reds. But yeah, that's really cool. Another one here, more a purple, but there's a blue flash in there. Another one here, it goes violet, blue, green. So there's a gold, green and a yellow that comes through. This one is the ruby red, I'm pretty sure. It's got the red and the gold, red gold. But yeah, that's this colour for now. I might actually go down all the way down to this long part here in this colour as well. Takes a little bit of time. But yeah, if you get a bored moment or you want some inspiration, check out all my other videos. I do a couple of different things. Got so many ideas and sometimes I'm not sure how to execute them. on the video. Like I'm in the process of doing even a kinetic piece as well. But I've partially got some of the bits cut out for it, but I ran out of the basswood, so I've got to order some, and you can't get it here in Australia, so I've got to get it from America. But that's working out so far. I had to borrow a friend's laser because part of it was a bit too big for my laser bed, and his laser was a bit bigger, so I can cut the bigger bits on his. But this colour is just like, there's green, there's on the jade, and then there's the mauve colour in it. Really, really cool. These colours go a long, long way. Just keep moving it around, keep brushing it onto the silicone, and then when you rebrush over it, it doesn't come off, it just basically polishes all the powder, so it goes so shiny. It definitely goes a long, long way. A few dabs and I might just pause this and carry on. Make sure you get every nook and cranny. Okay, that's these two tentacles done. So I'm going to pause here for now, and I'll restart it in a minute once I get these other colours done. I'll give you a rundown of the colours that I add into it when I come back. So that was the jade shift in the middle, goblin green in the head, and I'll go with this colour, which is blue haze, which is another new one, green, blue and purple. So I'll pause for now and I'll come back in a minute. Okay, voila, all done. Flick my fingers and that's it. Anyway, so I went in with the jade mauve in the tentacles on some of them. I went in with the suction cups of this octopus with goblin green as well, and just the arms, the pink one, orange one, whatever colour is looking for you at the moment. I think it might be sort of a purpley colour. Is a blue, violet, red and orange. That'll shift. You'll see more of that once I get this out of the mould. And then there was blue haze on these two going down, and then the next one is another one close to it, blue violet, which goes a red colour as well. All of these can be seen once it's turned out, but it's looking pretty shiny at the moment. So that's really cool. So that's that part done. So now I've got to mix up my black resin and pour it in and then leave it, really. Hopefully it won't react in the head, but I've got really nothing here that it should react with. It is a deep pour resin, so I just have to go with that. think I'm actually getting low on cups as well. I could probably use one that I used yesterday. Doesn't matter so much because the resin's already set. There's not going to be any bits, and if there's any floaties, it really doesn't matter. So I'll get my measure, and this deep pour resin is a 2:1 ratio. I'm actually getting really low. It's this brand, oh, where are we? This one? It's a bit close, I've got no room here. I'm actually waiting for some, because they ran out of this one. They have other resin, which I haven't tried, but the deep pour was quite a reasonable price, and the YouTube I watched with the girl who used it was very happy with it, so I took a chance. There are so many resins out there on the market, it's hard to know which one to use, but I went with this one. So there's two parts of that. And at this point, I put my colour in it before I add the one part of part B. Because then you do your mixes here before you add it, and it starts to react. So I've tended to get in the habit of mixing my colour before I actually put both parts of the resin together. So I'm just using Amsterdam Lamp Black. Seems to work well. And I got a bit of a lumpy bit there. Hopefully that won't too much to it. Seems to mix in the resin really well. I really haven't tried any other brand with it, because I'm just scared that it could react with one of them. This one I know works, so I'll just go with this. Black spray paint also works as well, but I'm not working with spray paint today. I do want to do a big bench top and film that, but that's a big project. And I'll also add in some black mica powder. It's a nice shimmery one. So if there's any parts of this that I've missed, the black shimmer will come through it, and it's not just plain black. Might be a waste of the mica, but it seems to work, and sometimes I do leave a gap. So when this does pop through, this has got a, I don't know whether you can see it, there's bits of black, but that does mix. So now that I've got that mostly there, I can add my one part 1 part B to add to it and then continue mixing. So I'm just waiting on my silicone to arrive sometime this week, so I can do my new frog. And also I'm trying out the polyurethane resin. Which could end up eliminating all of this process and actually I can pour, wait 15 minutes and demold it, so it's an extremely quick setting resin. So I can't wait for that to arrive. Like it pours like water. Do this same method, put your colour in the first part, then add your second part, because you've only got 2 minutes work time to mix. That's it. Then it starts to cure. So you do it in your 2 minutes, pour it in and wait, and you can literally watch it set. So the YouTube people say. So getting that, I ordered some, and I will do a video on that one as well. And we can do the pour, watch it cure, all in the one session. So mix this, it's almost done. It's a little bit translucent, but that's fine. There is a shimmer to this black. Don't know whether you can't really see it, but there is. Yeah, on the back of the frog. It's got other shimmers in there as well, but this will be fine. I actually hope this is enough resin for this octopus, because my eye now is telling me it's not. Because I really don't want to have to mix again. But I don't think it is. I think most of it's going to go into the head. So I have no backup plan except to re-pour. So, oops, I made a mess. Get it off my brush. I really should give myself more room, but I tend to not give myself more room. That's fine. Okay, well, I might no, keep that there, because if this reacts again, I'd rather it react in here. Okay, so now I'm going to pour this in and let it spread through. Here goes nothing. And the octopus legs are all different levels, so I don't want to overflow the head before it's flowed into all the tentacles. So there might be enough resin here. I hope so. Less than another measurement. The head is almost full, but tentacles are not. So I'll just slowly do it. Not too quickly. I really need to figure out this camera, my phone, is too close to my work area. So I'm a bit restricted for room. Got something in my throat. I need to just stop there for a second. Let it flow through. I'm going to lift up this a little bit. That might be better. Because tentacles are all nearly full. But I'll get them started in there to help it flow a little bit better. Make sure it's all in the tips. And then I should be able to pour more of it in. Okay, so this, I knew I should have turned it round because I don't think my board is level. So, oops, sorry about that. I'm gonna have to try and lift up part of it. Move the little frog out the way. Move all these back. And try and do this without bumping. No, I think that might do it. Seems to be all flowing back a little bit. I could go a little bit higher, but see if I can pour more in from here. Still in camera. It does tend to pour back. So the octopus really is not that fantastic. Because it just drains back to this area here, which is actually too high. These legs are a bit higher than the head part. Because I'm definitely level. slightly out there, but I have messed about with it. It's definitely level. Well, I've just got to go with that because I can't put any more resin in. Next time I might actually turn it round. I'm not going to do it now because I'll end up spilling it. So I've got a bit of resin, actually quite a bit of resin left. So what I will do is do these skulls with some colours. So I'll go in with this skull with blue haze. It's a really nice shimmer. I'll do it really quickly. I thought that octopus would be enough for what I got, so I'm not so prepared for extra bits, but I had one, but I've got enough resin there to do a couple more. So we've got the blue haze in. Already got some of that goblin green. Do the blue violet. That's a good way of showing how these colours actually come out. Use these as like little swatches. So it's easier to see, because powder you can't really judge. But they are nice and shimmery, nice and chromy. Okay, got that one there. And which other one? Oops. I might actually do another jade shift, because that's such a cool effect. And these I turn into key rings, necklaces. And they're pretty light as well, these smaller ones. So they're not too weighty on your car keys or your house key. And they're really eye-catching. Yeah, don't take long to do. And I can pour the rest of these, because I'm not going to fill them tentacles anymore, because it's just going to flood down the other end. So for next time, I'll do it the other way. Getting a little bubble up here, so I'm hoping that that's not reacting again. But anyway, here we go. So we'll do these little skulls. I don't have many tiny things. These are my only tiny things. So I've got this bit of resin here. I might just take a chance and put it in here. Hopefully it'll stay put. Anything that'll do me there. So I'm not allowed to bump any of this. Be a nice surprise tomorrow. Not happy with that though. There's nothing we can do about it. So anyway, next, I'll just get myself organized. So I'll pause here. Okay, back. I've measured out my silicone. This is the brand I'm using. So far I've been really happy with it. But as I said, so far I'm only doing big bulky bits. So it is a little awkward, but I am getting results. Really easy mix. It's a 1-to-1 mix. One part is pink, bright pink, and the other part is clear. So you mix the two together. Like I've mixed way too much, so I'm gonna have to think of what else to do, because you also don't want to waste this either. The good thing about this, it peels out of here and you can reuse your container once it's cured. So then you mix it through, just mix slowly. It does degas itself, but still you don't want to encourage air bubbles in there. So I've got the little fish sitting in there. I'm going to have a little bit of this spare as well. So I'm not really too sure what to do, but we'll see what I think of in the meantime, really. Like it's almost all mixed in. Scrape your sides. Like it only takes about 5-6 hours to set, so I can probably take that tonight, but I'll wait till tomorrow. I'll do it on film. Not sure how this little fish is going to come out, whether I have to slice the silicone to get the guy out. But it should turn out quite well. It's quite simple. There's no jaggedy bits. I just put them in like that inside the bottom of the cup, and yeah, and then when you actually do it, because it self-levels, you do it upside down. So this is already mixed. I need to move the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. it's all nicely mixed. So I'm going to move the camera. I'll actually put it down here. Yep, you can see the little fish. He sits in there. And I basically just drizzle this mix in and then leave it to set. I need to get pouring because, and then you just pour to the side and just let it slowly fill up. Pour slowly, long strands. The air bubbles will come out of it and he will just slowly get buried in it. Oops, I'm moving the camera. Oop, a little bit too quick. But yeah, and that's all you do. I haven't sprayed it with anything. Maybe you should spray, but I don't think it's going to stick to this. I've even done some wood because I've been cutting stuff out on the laser and then wondering how I can make a mold of some of the patterns that I'm doing. And I did one, it worked, but I think it's a bit too fine, so I might have to do chunkier patterns rather than very fine ones. But it didn't stick to that. It's like a wood base. And then he's all covered. And I leave him to set. And now I've got a tiny bit of silicone there that I need to figure out what to do. So I've done some smaller ones. So this is, I cut out this with wood, poured silicone over it, and then I got it out, but it's very, very thin, so that may not be so good to work with. This is a little starfish. Just from scraps. That's him. This one's a love heart, and this was a crystal. So these are extra pieces, and I need to find one right now so I can take a mold. And I don't know. I don't need double-sided tape. But I've got, this was resin with glass pieces in it to do like a druzy mold, but it didn't quite work out the way I expected. I don't quite know how I'm going to do that one because it will just overflow out of it. Maybe if I try and balance it in the cup, I need to cover the top surface. And somehow I don't think it would work. It might do. Then it could leak. Possibly leak down the sides. Okay, so that's in a cup, not all the way down, but I'll just sit it on the top. If it doesn't work, it really doesn't matter. But we'll see what happens. already this silicone is starting to go a bit gloopy. So this druzy mold may actually work. I'm not sure it will. It's not shiny enough for what I've seen on the internet, but it still might work. But anyway, thanks for watching this part. Yeah, we'll come back tomorrow. Well, it might be instant because now that I think I've learnt how to put 2 videos together to make it just one long video. And this one's already gone for 51 minutes. And the next one, I don't know how long that'll go for. But anyway, thanks. And it'll be instant for you guys anyway. But can't wait for the unmolding. See ya. Hello all, back again. It's now the next day. And we'll do the unveiling of this. Everything seems to have set. I had no reaction with the head on this one, so it didn't flash cure on me. I think the camera's all in. But yeah, everything, the silicone hardened off, which is really good. That was just a bit left over. And the octopus did. And all of these little skulls. So yeah, where do I start first? So I guess to loosen this, because it was only in the top part, I can probably actually just cut this. Oh, I did have a pair of scissors here somewhere. I can just cut. This I can just rip. Okay, these coffee cups, silicone comes off nice and easy. Oh, that's good. Some of the silicone obviously leaked underneath because I just jimmied it in. It's like elastic. But I can just cut that away. Go to the garbage. And here is the silicone on the top. I've just got to cut these excess bits off. And that's quite simple. This is for the little druzy mold. I set broken glass mirror, actually, broken mirror in resin to see if that would work, but I don't, like, it's okay, but it doesn't give me a sparkle like I was expecting. So that's the glass. So anyway, so all you do is peel all that back. You can still trim this up, that's all good. Peel it off, and there's the template, and here is the little druzy. I guess it's a little bit of sparkle and shine in there. I will use that, not sure what for. It was just extra silicone that I didn't want to waste. So that's how you can use up all extra little bits that you've got too much mixed up. Have little things lying around where you can either take a mold or fill in a small mold with the resin. This has got the little fish inside. I'm not too sure how this one's going to go. I've got to take it out of this cup and then try and get it out of there. So what I might do first is move the octopus out of the way for the moment and adjust the camera a little bit, and then I guess I can just rip it out of this because I've got more cups that I can use this for. Okay, so just comes right out of there, and there's the little fish inside it, but I do have to slice it, simply because if I want a dry brush inside it, I'm better off cutting a slice down the side, then I can elastic band it together and fill it up at this point here, because it might come out. Get a bit of excess off the top. So teeny weeny thin layer at the top, which is fine. And I could probably get this fish out of here like this. So as the front here, so I've got to think of where do I want the seam line. And I think I would rather the seam line be at the back of the fish. So I can probably just make an initial cut here. And the cut's quite easy, and then just open it that little bit. As I said, this is still all very new to me. And from what I've researched, you do a zigzag pattern as you go. So I can go that way. Whoops. And that cuts in, and then just open it up, finish off your cut. And then I can zigzag back that way. So you got one there. And I think it could even come out from this point. I just got to see how that works. Almost down to the fish. It's pretty tough, this stuff, so I like it because of that. So when I'm dry brushing, I would just hold this apart, and I'm able to get my brush in there. Because I'm able to, the fish wasn't very big, so it was a good little project. I've just got to get the little sucker out just by popping his little tail out, getting his face all loosened up, and then he should just pop right out. He's got his little fin as well. I don't want to break it. When I made my dragon one, I actually broke it getting it out. I was pretty disappointed, but luckily I got a mold off it, and I can use that as the template instead. I'm just gonna have to put a little slice here, and careful with the blade, because sometimes it just moves and you don't want your finger to be behind it. He should just pop out, as I keep saying. His little fins are stuck in the top, but I can just open it out and he should just fall out. You want it to be tight anyway. I'm actually struggling like this because I don't want to cut anymore. Because then that's just less. There we go. So the little fish is out. But his little fin. A little piece of his fin broke. Well, it mocked at it, but that's alright. He's still intact, and the inside is all intact. So I can easily get to his lips, to his all the parts of him, and even his little scales probably won't come out, but that's fine. So I will do a mold of this and show you how it turned out, but quite happy with it. Pour resin into that and then pop out another fish. So that's that one done. These skulls now, which was a couple of the colours. So this one, I can't remember which one it was. This one, I think, was blue violet. This one. These pop out quite easy. So I've got a blue violet, nice blue colour, and it has a shimmer of violet. I'm inside, so the sun will really show it up. You can see a little bit of it there. But it's a really cool blue. But blue violet, that one is. This one here is blue haze. So it's like a turquoisey sort of colour. But this one is a green, blue, purple. And you can see the purple, you can see the blue and the green. Another cool colour. These are available to buy through me. Just flick me a message and I'll sort you out. But they're very chromy colours. And this one here, got stuff everywhere. This one here was the jade shift. It's a jade mauve. Do like this one. And then this one is the goblin green. So they'll be good for little swatches to show off the colours. Pretty cool. But yeah, if you order some colours, I'll make a keyring and throw in a keyring of one of these little skulls. Just mention it in your message and it'll be good. The big unveiling of the octopus. That's what I've been waiting for. I had a dentist appointment today, so I had to delay doing this. But he's obviously going to come out nice and easy. Because of the lane, it was filled up too much here. Not so much down here, but I don't think there's enough leg. So that's all good. It does bend, but it's still going to be curing over the next few days and getting harder, which is what resin does. Like, yeah, you might be able to demold it, but it's still, there's another week of hardening off. But it does demold very easy. I can't wait to see these colours. It's a mix of actually these 4 colours I've used on the skulls. It's a mix of them colours and the mould itself. Ooh, it's coming through. Okay, we got the head. We have a head. And then it's just methodically going through and plopping each of these off. Careful not to bend the legs too much, because it will come off. You can straighten them back up if they bend too much. I got the mold off Amazon, really good mold. Yeah, it's something that probably another 1,000 other people or more will have the same mold. That's why I want to start making molds that are a standalone that no one else has, like this fish. And a new frog that I'm going to mold. I should get my silicone today, and I actually should get my polyurethane resin as well, which is an extremely quick set. You got 2 minutes work time, you pour it, and it sets in like 15 minutes, and you can demold it. So I thought, well, that's exciting. So I'm going to try that. Both of them arrived today, and that'll be my next video to try out. But anyway, drum roll, here we go. And wowee, look at that. That is just really cool. Suction cups are all different. Look at this. This is the middle tentacles is the jade shift. Then we got the blue, which is the blue velvet, blue violet. Then we've got the blue haze, and then the goblin green for the head. I will do the eyes, but it's like steel. It's like stainless steel. That's the shimmer in all my pigments. It has this chrome look to it, but that looks great. And then putting in a sparkly black in with the black paint to tint it, you get a shimmer on the back as well. That's also available too. The black, and this black is really, really cool. But that is like you're seeing like on the head. There's let me see. Okay, I'm getting the yellow you're getting on the outside. The inside is like a bronze sort of color. You can see it, but on camera it doesn't do it so well. But it is so shimmery, shiny. I'm sure in the sun it will look really good too. But yeah, that's that one. Very happy with it. Happy with the skulls. If you order some colors, 5-pack, 10-pack, I'll throw in a skull keyring or a necklace. Make your choice. Just let me know. Also got a fish that I'll pour him at some point from this mold. The druzy one, not too sure what I'm doing with it. I think I'm going to have to make a better druzy than that. I did do the chemical thing and came out with this. It's fine, but it's not flat, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to deal with this one. But very impressive, nice and shiny. But yeah, not sure what to do with that. Still a work in progress. But cheers for watching. I'm going to put this together with yesterday's video, post it, and I hope you enjoy it. And we'll come back and do some more. I'll try and get another one done this week, otherwise maybe after the weekend, and do another couple more. I'm surprised I actually got 2 done this week, which is really good for me. But I do have a lot more time now. But hopefully, hope you enjoyed all this, and we'll be back soon. Cheers. See you. Oh, don't forget, Facebook page, Catch the Light, and like, subscribe, say hello, any requests, and if you want to order, just get in touch. I'll leave some details in the description, what everyone says in the description below, which is the below. Cheers. See ya.